Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome to everyone who's coming on. Welcome to all my replay viewers. If this is your first time with me, welcome. So happy to have you guys on today. I'm going to flip my camera around so I can talk with you guys better. Hello everyone, thank you so much for coming on. If this is your first time with me, my name is Keely. I'm the owner of lovehopeadventure.com and a blog about the marriage relationship, intimacy in marriage, how you can have a deeper relationship with your spouse. And then sometimes I do some just general lifestyle posts, and I talk about homemaking and crafts and presents and things. Hey Lori, thanks so much for coming on. So glad you're live today. I know it's kind of hard sometimes to come on live, and today I'm on a little bit earlier than normal because I'm going to go meet Kelly Cox, and she is the owner of keeliereason.com, and Kelly blogs about homemaking. She does a lot of financial tips, and she also talks about hers and her husband's journey through adopting. She's in the middle of adoption process, so if you've been thinking about the adoption process or you have also done that, you can check her out at kellycoxathome.com, and she is been somebody that I have been able to work with for the last couple of months, and I've gotten to know her, so we're going to be able to hang out today because she is in my area, and that's exciting. Anyway, I'm coming on a little early so I can meet up with her. So today I wanted to talk with you about something that has been on my mind. I'm going to be writing a guest post for Gay over at calmhealthysexy.com. Or it could be Calm Sexy Healthy. I'm going to have to look that one up because I always get her words out of order. And she was talking to me about how a lot of her readers are women who have kids like I do, who are younger, and she is older, and her youngest child's in college, so she doesn't have to deal with figuring out how to handle a fun, sexy relationship with her husband any longer with younger kids. And she said that she remembers it being kind of difficult and that it was hard for her to keep that as a priority, and she thought it would be really cool if I could bring my perspective of raising young kids and keeping things fun and sexy in my marriage. Oh, calm, healthy, sexy. Yes. Thank you, JD. Sex in Marriage is what his handle is. He says calmhealthysexy.com. I knew I was getting it out of order. Anyway, she was asking me to bring some of my perspective of how to keep my sex life fun and exciting and things while I'm raising young kids. And let me tell you something. I remember there being a period of time when I had my two older children are 18 months apart, so they were up all night, and I was just in the throes of things. Somebody says their kids are 2, 4, 6, 8, and 5 months. So you've got a big range. I get that, yeah. My oldest child is going to be 11 in June. I have a 9-year-old and a child that will be 5 in June. So I'm kind of out of the all-night waking up phase, although I didn't really sleep all that well, so forget the babies. I don't sleep. Never really have. I struggle. But so I was kind of thinking about, for myself, that period of time when I had children that were getting up at night, and I felt a lot more exhausted than I do now because, let's just be honest, taking care of little people is very exhausting. And they can't do anything for themselves, and they require a lot of energy, and I remember those times. And I came home, I did not work outside of the home after my second child was born. I had been working part-time at Chick-fil-A because of some things with my husband's schooling, and he was doing education. He was working part-time, but when I had my second child, I came home from that job, and I was full-time at home. And what I didn't expect was that I wasn't going to feel grown up at all anymore. That was very hard for me. I wasn't working a job, so I wasn't drawing in any income in. And there were plenty of days when I couldn't even leave the house because nap schedules were terrible and my ability to talk to people was very limited. Other people had things going on. It was kind of hard to really have social time. And I just did not feel grown up at all. And I thought, goodness, I've got 2 kids, I'm married, Somebody's like, yeah, that's exactly where I am right now. Yes, okay, so I was there. And I'm going to tell you guys, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't go to clubs or whatever. And our ability to go out on dates outside of our home was very difficult because of our finances and sitters, and kids are little and we're like stuck at home all day. And our date time really just had to be in our living room together. And one day it dawned on me, all right, there's not a single adult thing I get to do, and half the time I don't even get to use my license, the one adult privilege that I am giving into. And then I realized having sex with my spouse is the most grown-up thing that I could ever do. And it's healthy for me, it's good for me, it's great for our relationship. And that was a mindset change that I took on, was that my sex life can provide for me that adult thing that I need in my life. That thing that separates me from being a teenager. Because to a degree, I kind of felt like I was a teenager again. I was grounded all the time, and I had to take care of these little children. I was a babysitter when I was a teenager. It was not the easiest for me, but I did it. And, I felt like I was just restricted to my house, and I felt like I wasn't able to go do things. And here was my outlet. Here was my one thing that I got to do that grown people do. All right, this was a privilege given to me, and it really helped me to change my mindset of spending that intimate physical time with my husband. And it really helped me in those years when my children were younger and I just felt like a babysitter and I felt like a housemaid and I felt very unimportant and like I didn't get to do anything in my life because I was so busy changing diapers and potty training kids and shoot, I threw a puppy into the mix of that. What was I thinking, right? So I felt like just this ongoing caretaker. But then there was this period of time in the day where I got to just kick back and relax. And I know that there are people out there who do drink, and there's nothing, I don't have a problem with that. I just don't personally do that. That's not a way I'm going to relax. I don't relax very easily anyways. I'm not very good at relaxing or kicking back or letting loose. Well, not letting loose. I don't think that's the case. But I'm kind of just always working. But spending time physically with my spouse, provided me that escape from mom life. It helped me to feel like a grown-up, and it was free. It was something I could do in my house with the kids in the other room. You know what I mean? I can put them to bed. I don't have to get a sitter for this. And I can go and spend quality time with my husband and just feel like a woman again, not a babysitter, not being defined by the tons of house chores I had to do. And that really helped me. So if that's where you are right now and you're raising younger children and they're babies and you're not, and I still can't even leave the house, guys, without toting all the kids with me because my kids aren't old enough to do that. If you will take on that mindset that your time together with your spouse is your escape from mommyhood, it's your escape from just whatever it is you do in your life, retreat into your spouse. That is why being married is so amazing. It's because you can use one another as a retreat. You can say, I'm going to forget about this crummy day I've had. I'm going to forget about the stresses of my job. I'm going to forget about all the fights I've had with my kids today and that nobody cleaned up anything. And I'm just going to spend time retreating into my husband or my wife. So that's the thought I wanted to leave with you guys today, and I should be on tomorrow around this same time, and I plan to address a couple of reader questions over my next couple of scopes. I had somebody ask me some tips on what to do if you feel you're being too loud while having sex and you don't want your kids to hear, and I also had someone talk to me about just the struggles they've had because their spouse has dealt with porn use in the past, and so I'm going to be addressing those things in my coming scopes. And if you have any questions for me, definitely send me an email. You can contact me through keelie@lovehopeadventure.com, and you can also tweet at me. You can leave comments here on the scopes, or you can private message me on Instagram. I am Love Hope Adventure on Instagram. And my Twitter is Love Hope Advent. So if you got all that straight, right? If you want to see what I've been blogging about, go to lovehopeadventure.com, and all of my information is there. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm everywhere. And you guys can ask me questions through email or however you like. You guys have a great day, and I look forward to talking with you soon.